Hi everybody, this is Sandy Davis. Now that we're all on lock-in our homes, I've been crocheting, getting my hands into it. By no means an expert, but I have this cute little idea kind of using up yarn that I have on hand since I can't go to the store and get any. And I found these cute little pinwheel flowers and they're pretty easy. Here's a sample of one of the flowers. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to show you the best way. So I make individual flowers like this, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to make a groovy vest. So I've taken the flowers after I have them done, and right, that's the back, and I've attached them together, and then I'm going to make a vest out of it. Or at least I'm going to make a bunch of these pinwheel flowers until I run out of yarn and I can go to the store and get more. So I'm going to try my hand here at showing you how I do this. The first thing you need obviously is yarn, and just follow the instructions for the yarn that you choose as far as what crochet needle you use. But the smaller, not tiny, but the smaller ones are best. And with this one I'm using actually a 4.5, and you're going to need obviously scissors and also a darning needle for sewing it, the ends together on each individual flower and then sewing the flowers together at the end. So I'm just going to show you one flower to get you started, and you can always pause and start it again. But the flower basically starts with a slip knot. So, everybody usually knows how to make a slip knot, but you make a circle and you put the loop of the yarn through that circle and pull it up tight. And you'll want to make that loop small enough to go through your hook. And you'll pull that up tight. These stitches you don't want to make super duper tight, because obviously you're going to be going back into the stitches and you want to make it easier on you. You want them to be tightened up but not super tight. So basically you start off with a 6 chain. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's your 6 chain. And then I'm going to take my hoop, I'm going to make a circle. So I'm going to put the hook through the very first loop that I made of the slip knot. I'm going to yarn over 1 and pull that through that first loop as well as the second loop. And I will tighten that up a little bit. You're going to have the tail obviously, which will tighten the circle, but you're just going to put that out of the way for now. And you're going to start off by chaining again 6, and this is going to be the start of your pinwheel. So you're going to be doing chains of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your hook through the circle. You're going to yarn over and pull that through the circle. And then you're going to yarn over 1, and you're going to pull all the way through both of those loops. Like I said, just tighten it up a bit. And then you're going to repeat this again until you have 6 of these loops connected to the center loop. So here's what you got so far. I really like this project because it's very repetitive and it's good for beginners. There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one. And this one I'm going to go actually into the bottom of that chain, which is inside the circle, not through the circle, but inside the circle. Yarn over and pull that through. So again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then you start your second round, which is the last round, by doing a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to come in to this loop right here. Any one of the chains right next to your circle, basically, is what you're doing. Yarn over 1, pull through. Okay, so then you got this little petal here. So now you're going to be doing a double crochet around each of these loops with a 3 chain in between each loop. So you yarn over, put this through the loop, yarn over again, and bring it back through to the front. So then you're going to be looking at your hook, and you're going to have 3 loops on there. You're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through 2 of those loops. So then you have 2 on there. Yarn over and pull through. My yarn is not the most expensive yarn out there, and it does sometimes unravel, so it might look a little bit like I have more than one loop, but it's the yarn. And so that's 1, and you'll do it again. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Now I'll come in sometimes and kind of just slide over each of those stitches so they're close together. So see, you have this inside the loop. Okay. So then now you're on a center, so you're going to do just a loop of a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that chain 3 is right off of that last double crochet you did inside that loop. Then you're going to take your hook and you're going to put it in right between the last loop and this loop, up next to the center circle. You're just going to stick it right through there. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull it through. You'll have 2 loops on your hook. You'll yarn over and you'll pull through both. Just like that. So then you're going to see where you had your 4 stitches here, your double crochets here. You'll have a string, which was your 3 chain, and then a circle in between. So then you're going to go back to doing the 4 double crochets all along this chain here. So you'll yarn over 1, put through the loop, yarn over, pull it back through the loop. So now you're back in the front of the flower, and you've got 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over 1, you're going to pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the other 2. Okay, just like that. So that's 1 onto your loop, and like I said, you can kind of scoot it over on that chain so you have enough room for 4 stitches. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just buzz along here. You can fast forward through if you like, and then I'll show you how to finish off the pinwheel flower. Okay? Alrighty, so I'm back to the beginning. You're going to see your first loop here that you started with. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my needle through as if I did a chain without doing the chain. Put it through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and I'm just going to pull through both of those loops to end that off. Pull it up tight. Make sure when you cut it, you don't really need to give yourself a huge tail. Just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull this through so you have the tail here. And that's your pinwheel flower. And you'll just turn it over. Take your darning needle. Thread those tails one at a time. And on the back side, you'll just that first loop that you started with, just put your yarn through that on the back, a couple loops, and pull it through, pull it up tight, and then the one that you started with, which was your circle, the center circle, just pull that up a little bit. And what I do is I just go ahead and tie the two together. Tie it again, and then trim those off as close to the knot as you can. And there you go. Now you have another pinwheel flower, and they all get a little bit different. I think it's all about how much tension you have when you go to do it. So this one has a little less tension. But I like kind of the different sizes. They're not too far off. And then when I go to connect them together, I'll just face the sides I want together and line up a petal and just take my darning needle with some thread and just whip stitch through and then put it back through and trim it off. So when I turn it out, the stitches are on the inside. And I'm taking 10 flowers. Basically all you got to do is just attach them that way in a strip and then measure along your back where they'll come to the side for the vest, and then you'll just continue up your back. And then once you get enough to where you're just underneath where the sleeve would be, you'll just start slowly making it narrower. Instead of it being a row of 10, you may be a row of 8, a row of 6, depending on your body shape. You may not even need a row of 10 to do the back. And then I'm going to do the front two sides, and then I'll come up with something nifty later on for a closure for the front. But that's what I'm working on. It's not too hard, and like I said, you can just go back and watch this again, pause it as you need to. It's, like I said, it's just chain and double crochet. That's it. All right, y'all have a great day. Enjoy. Bye.